What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego back with some more boxing. Now, January has been quite the month. We've had some birthdays from Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins, the greatest Muhammad Ali, Marco Antonio Barrera, and just tons of people. I guess a lot of people's parents were doing some serious fucking in April, Mayish, because January has some stellar boxers' birthdays. And today is no exception. We have another boxer, Ruslan Provonikov, who turns 30. So make sure you go to his pages, wish him a happy birthday. And one thing about boxing is I always, for the most part, besides like an Adrian Broner or someone who goes over the top, I look at a lot of these boxers, and then when I find out how old they are, I'm like, damn, okay. I thought for some reason Ruslan Provodnikov, he seems older than 30. And 30 is not old, but he just seems older than that. And that's the thing with these boxers. You look at some of these guys and they look like grown ass men because they're fighting grown ass men, and they've been doing this since the amateurs or since a young age. And it's really hard to gauge the age of a boxer. Lucas Matisse, he's like 30s. Nonito Donaire, early 30s as well. And just by looking at some of these guys, you might not be able to guess what their age is. So as far as Ruslan Provodnikov, he's a fun little fighter, man. He brings it. He's a warrior. He showed he has a chin. He shows that he can take a licking and keep on ticking, keep coming forward, keep pressuring you. He has devastating power, and it's a fun watch. Whenever he's on, it's must see TV. He really shook things up with the Timothy Bradley fight, gave Timothy Bradley all he can handle. Plus, Bradley, not to take anything away from Ruslan Provodnikov, but Bradley fought a dumb game plan and he picked the wrong person to do it with. I will say that. Um, Certain people might not have been able to capitalize the way Ruslan was, but Ruslan showed you some awesome power. He showed you determination when his corner was reaching out and saying, "Hey, you got to show me something or I'm going to stop the fight." Freddie Roach was telling Ruslan that, and that's exactly what he did. He stepped it up, and in the 12th round, he almost had Timothy Bradley out of there again and forced Bradley to take a knee. It was either take a knee or possibly get stopped. So, I mean, just a tremendous fighter with sheer willingness to win, and I love that type of fighter as well. Just to see someone, it's kind of like the Rocky story. Every fight I've seen Ruslan after, in the post fight, his face is tattered up. He has like cuts and bruises. The swelling is starting to, because when a lot of people don't realize when you're actually fighting, it's like a level of adrenaline, and after the fight, that's where I feel your wounds start to really surface and the swelling starts to come about. But you have so much adrenaline going on during the fight, so it's probably you probably don't even feel the pain as much until after. Kind of like when you drink. If you were to get hurt and like fuck your leg up or something drunk, you might not feel it until the next morning just because you're kind of numb. But if you're sober and you had that same injury, you'd be like, ah, fuck. So as far as Ruslan, like I said, he's a fun fighter. I wish him a happy birthday. Look forward to seeing fights from him. Um, I've seen most of his fights. I went back in the vaults and watched his fight with Emmanuel Augustus, a tricky fighter. He was able to stop him, and he's also fought Herrera. He lost that fight, lost to Timothy Bradley. I've seen that fight numerous times. Definitely my favorite fight of the year of 2013, and that was early on in the year, and they just started off with a bang. Made it really. They set the bar high because that was an awesome fight, tug of war, back and forth. There was drama, there was excitement, there was knockdowns or knockdowns on behalf of Timothy Bradley getting knocked down. Now, for the future, Ruslan Provodnikov, they're talking about possibly having him as an opponent for Manny Pacquiao. I think they might be underestimating him. Plus, they may know little things that they can exploit because Freddie Roach trained Ruslan Provodnikov as well as he trains Pacquiao. So they may be thinking that's an easier fight than Timothy Bradley because Timothy Bradley, he has his own training facility and he gave Pacquiao a tough fight with rolled ankles or whatever, fractured ankles in the first fight. So it looks like they're looking to extend Pacquiao's career, but this is not a walkthrough opponent. So if Pacquiao is showing some level of wear and tear from the Marquez knockout, again, Ruslan is not the guy you want to be in the ring with. So I'm looking forward to a good fight if that fight is made. I think it is a good fight. I think it's still more of a flat-footed fighter, which Pacquiao has showed that he usually handles in a convincing fashion. The more one-dimensional, straightforward, come at you. It's just easier to realize their game plan. Like I said earlier in the video, a Ruslan Provonikov fight, you can expect him to get hit. He's not Pernell Whitaker or Willie Pep or somebody where he's gonna just slip and dodge shots and block and catch them. He's gonna catch it with his face and he's gonna just keep coming forward. And if you can't discourage him or you start to fatigue, that's when he comes on. The Mike Alvarado fight, another good fight. Mike Alvarado looked solid early on, but Ruslan weathered that storm, kept coming forward, and was able to stop Alvarado. And he looked pretty convincing in doing it. Like Alvarado looked like he just had nothing in the tank. And I liked how Ruslan Provodnikov was dedicating that time into the body because it really took it out of Alvarado. If you look at it, he just looked exasperated, like he couldn't breathe. And I'm done. He's like, I can't even fight. Like, you know what I mean? They were in the corner. They're like, do you want to fight? Because if you watch the Rios fight with Alvarado, Brandon Rios did what he did, and he was the first to beat Alvarado in the pros. However, when I watched Ruslan beat him after the fact, it looked like Ruslan really had him. Like Mike Alvarado, he like beat it out of him. He beat the drive out of Mike Alvarado, which is hard to do because Mike Alvarado is another warrior. And even in the Rios fight, he was kind of contesting how Pat Russell jumped in and stopped the fight. He was upset with that. But in the Ruslan fight, it's like he took the gas out of his tank and put him on E. He was just on the side of the road with his thumb up, hitchhiking. Like Ruslan took the gas out of his fucking car. Anyway, happy birthday, Ruslan Provodnikov. Again, exciting fighter. I'm waiting for the Pacquiao announcement to see if he fights Ruslan or if he's going to fight Bradley or if it's some kind of wild card that we didn't see. Guerrero, Mayweather, Gamboa, Garcia. I don't know. I'm hearing a ton of names, so we'll see what Pacquiao decides. I wish the best for Ruslan Provodnikov and Team Provodnikov. Shout out from the States all the way to Russia. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of Ruslan Provodnikov. I like him. I think he's exciting and he's must-see TV. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.